So, a governor comes back to his state and says nobody must reject the old Naira notes. Based on Mr. President's comment or statement, there is a directive from the CBN asking the banks to no longer collect them, but rather send people who are bringing them to any CBN office in their state to go lodge them there. What are the banks supposed to do in this case? Because, by the way, already the banks are rejecting the old notes. I should add that.
A major dilemma for the banks. Dayo, banks are businesses operating within the territories of state. And what I just said earlier can apply to a bank. The government of the state can shut down a bank because what the bank is obeying is an illegal order given in contempt of the court. The court had already made this order before this directive is coming. So any bank that obeys the CBN or obeys the president and disobeys the Supreme Court is acting illegally. And anybody who goes after it for acting illegally will be acting within his rights. It's a dilemma for the banks, and it is the kind of thing that should not be done by the president, and certainly not around this major election.
The
bank will be liable to citizens who suffer because the bank refused to accept it from them. They may have the SPCB and told us, but that will not change the fact that they have violated the law and their obligation to those citizens. Then they can go back to CBN to also sue CBN if they like.
So are you saying that citizens...
Yes, go ahead.
Are you saying that citizens can institute proceedings against their banks in court if they reject the notes from them?
Yes, if the banks obey an illegal order and the citizens suffer thereby, why won't citizens institute an action and succeed in doing so? Once the order that the bank has chosen to obey is one that is contrary to the law, it does not protect it against citizens. An order illegally given with clear consciousness and knowledge of the fact of what the law is. It's another given in contempt. If you choose to obey it, you do so at your own peril.
Does this create a constitutional crisis?
It creates a major economic crisis, not yet a constitutional crisis, and it can lead to a constitutional crisis anyway. Because we can continue with this macabre dance and 25th of February comes, and for one reason or the other, the country is in disarray and things go wrong. Then you have a constitutional crisis on your hands. It creates a major economic crisis and one that threatens a possible constitutional crisis. But there is no crisis. The law is clear. There is no power in the office of the president to override the Supreme Court of Nigeria or the courts for that matter, any court.